Right, so on the train, very early. These are my accommodations for the night. I am on this bunk here. Now, what I'm going to ask is when someone turns up with an upper berth, I'm going to try and ask and see if they'll swap with me if they want to. But overall, it's pretty good, really, especially for the price I'm paying. So I got here amazingly early. Because I don't want to mess anything up. This is my first major mission in India, so that's how it is. We leave in 40 minutes. Anyway.
गाड़ी संख्या 1 2 4 4 5 बेंगलुरु श्रीनगर वैष्णो देवी कटरा एक्सप्रेस शताब्दी सुपरफास्ट एक्सप्रेस प्लेटफॉर्म क्रमांक 15 पर खड़ी है। ट्रेन नंबर 12445 न्यू दिल्ली।
Memory foam mini pillow. Shades of Milan. Good morning, friends. So, after a really quite nice sleeper train from Delhi to Kashmir, I've arrived in the mountains. It's a beautiful day. I'll do some recording when I go back outside. Up in the mountains in Kashmir, I have a 5-hour layover here. I'm at a hotel, quite a nice hotel, to have some coffee and some breakfast and use their Wi-Fi. I have one class to teach. And then pretty much as soon as I'm out of my class, I hike it back down to the train station and get my 3-hour train up to Srinagar. It's a good feeling to be out of the city because despite the fact there are still many humans, it has very much a rural kind of feel to it. Also, Kashmir, as erudite people will know, is way up in the northwest of India and is disputed territory between Pakistan and India. And for that reason, there are a whole big bunch of cops, restricted zones, and I've seen 2 military helicopters in the sky at the same time. So I'll try and get some of that as well. I'm just having some coffee, and I must admit, I'm looking at the breakfast menu. Rolled oats porridge cooked in skim milk with nuts and flax seeds has caught my eye, but then I saw this whole wheat puri, deep fried bread served with potato curry and pickle. I'm on a diet, dry February, trying to lose Christmas weight and then some, and get myself a little more healthy, and deep fried bread doesn't sound like it should be a part of that. It's very tempting. Anyway. Yes. Now that is what I call a defensible position. Woof! Before the advent of air power, it's a bit like San Marino. You could hold that with a grandmother and a broom against a very large invading force. Oof! Awesome. Good afternoon, friends. So, having spent a merry 5 hours or so here in Kashmir, it feels good to be in the mountains, I must admit. Anyway, found a hotel, the Lemon Tree, nice place, and stayed there for 5 hours. Had 2 coffees, breakfast, which was potato curry and bread, and they refilled my flask a couple of times, and I taught my one Friday class and relaxed for a bit and used their Wi-Fi. Total cost, including a very nice tip, about $7 American. Worth it. I am now walking back down to the train station. So this is Kashmir, of course, disputed territory. I think I mentioned earlier, it's really quite secure. There are a lot of cops, a lot of barbed wire, a lot of signs, and also military helicopters flying over every few minutes. But yeah, so I'm going to be circumspect about recording stuff. You understand? So I'm well in time. I've got about just under an hour before my 3-hour train to Srinagar. This is my ultimate destination for the week. Anyway. Okay, by the station. I've got a little bit of time. I'm rewarding myself with just a mini bottle of Coca-Cola. And I'm not even looking at the McDonald's sign behind me at all. I still have a melon that I literally brought from Delhi. I haven't got around to cutting it open and eating it yet. I might do that on the train. Only got 3 hours to go. It's a beautiful day up here. It really is very nice indeed. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. I must admit, man, with the sheer amount, as I mentioned, of military helicopters flying over in constant patrols, at one point there were 3 in the sky at the same time, but there hasn't really been any major tension or incursions or anything like that in this area for a very long time. It must be such a cool job. Just, yeah, take off, fly around for 3 hours and then land again. You know, a CAP basically, a combat air patrol. It must be a really good job because these mountains are stunning, just beautiful. Fairly serious security check. There are airport scanners at the entrance, which we went through. There's another one specifically for Srinagar trains. Fortunately, of course, I've left enough time. I've got half an hour until the train, so it's no problem. Good seat on the table. Unfortunately, there is a bulkhead. It evens out. Taking my breath away. This bridge is at its highest point, higher than the Eiffel Tower, and is over 1 kilometre across. Unfortunately, it's not a particularly amazing view, but you get the idea. Oh, there you go. Wow. Pink house, not very tasteful. Snow on the mountains.
यात्रीगण कृपया ध्यान दें, गाड़ी कुछ ही समय में बनिहाल स्टेशन पहुंचने वाली है।
We are now very close to the snow line. Yeah.
Qasim. Şiyin. Ay mi heri aşiyin.
Winter is coming, baby. That's nice. We're home for the next week. A houseboat with indoor plumbing and apparently hot water to boot. Lovely. Grilled chicken just to maintain my diet. Literally a boat came along with a griller board. So yes, I am so hungry right now. Morning, friends. A little sleepy this morning, and it was cold on the lake last night. We're very high up here. Srinagar is the largest city in this part of Kashmir, and it is a big place, but it's not a very big place, if that makes sense. We are sitting here on this lake 1,500 meters up, so that's, as I said to my parents last night, that's higher than Ben Nevis. Ben Nevis, for those who aren't British, is the highest mountain on the island of Britain. About 1,350, I think, something like that. And we're at a little bit more than that here. It is brisk, and of course the boats are made of wood. You're on water, so it is cold. I have an electric heating pad in my bed, which is gold. You can turn it off at night, obviously. But yeah, and very thick blankets, so I was snug as a bug. Just had breakfast, my landlord Tariq, Kashmiri bread and completely unseasoned omelette. So I ran to my room. I do have a spice bag, of course, with quite extensive amounts of spices actually, but it's in my pack. That was within easy grasp, which is my Bloody Mary Tabasco. So I just chucked a bunch of that on there. This was meant to be the antithesis, the opposite of Delhi, and it is, in that it's really very quiet and serene, and just what I needed. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. Oh, sidebar. With the breakfast came Kashmiri tea, and oh my god, it is so strong. Oh. And I'm the guy who puts Earl Grey tea bag in my flask and just leaves it there. I'm that guy, and this is strong. Wow.